everyone. So today I decided to film my 2020 makeup favorites because I have a lot of them and I always love watching these videos to see what people have loved this year, to see what they've truly loved this year. So I'm going to be going over everything. Some are smaller categories, some are large categories, so just bear with me, grab a snack, and yeah, let's begin. So the first thing that has been my favorite primer of 2020, you already know this, is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I just find it gives such a smooth canvas before makeup, and I feel like it helps makeup last longer. I'm oily, so makeup just doesn't last that long on me anyways, but it's just such a pretty primer and it works for everybody. I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer that I keep in my kit, but I still love this one more. Like whenever someone asks me which one I would recommend more, absolutely this one, because the Tatcha one can kind of pill, so you'll have the product spread throughout your face, just like little dots of it, whereas this one is just so smooth and just gorgeous and goes with any foundation. I love this stuff, so definitely my favorite of the year. So for the next items, we're gonna move on to my favorite foundations of 2020, and I feel like there have been a few that I've worn, so I have 3 out here just to make sure I talk about each of them, and if I miss any, I'll just link them down below, but these have been my favorite this year. So I absolutely love this Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation. It's so pretty. It just gives you this perfect natural finish where it's kind of a medium coverage, but you can build it up if you need to. It is just so freaking stunning. And they have a lot of colors. It's this small little bottle. It's just really cute. They have the glowy version as well, so if you're dry or just love a very dewy foundation. I still haven't tried that one, but you will probably like it, but I love the natural version of it. The other foundation, I actually love the Juvia's Place foundation. I think it's incredible if you're looking for a just straight up full coverage foundation. This is the girl to get, and it's only $20. It's fantastic. So my absolute favorite foundation this year, as I'm sure you know because I've worn it in pretty much all of my past videos, is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. I love this. It just gives you such a smooth look and it's matte and beautiful. I applied a little more highlighter today so I look a little more dewy, but I am wearing this foundation. I love the color, I love the coverage. It's just beautiful. So definitely my favorite foundation of 2020. Now for concealer, I mean, do I even need to talk about it? I think you guys know what my favorite one is. But let's just pull all of the ones that I have bought out. Yeah, so I have 6 of these. And I also have some in my kit as well because I love it that much. It's the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have the Hydrating Camo in here as well that I like. The colors aren't the same across the board, so if you have a shade that you like in the Hydrating, it's gonna be lighter in the Matte Camo. But I absolutely love these. I think they're incredible. I have one that I contour with and they're just so pretty. It's a really nice finish. It's not cakey. It looks very gorgeous on the skin. I love them. I can't say enough good things. And for $6, are you kidding? Yes, to all of that. Love it. My favorite powders of 2020 are the Laura Mercier Candle Glow powder. This stuff is amazing. If you haven't tried these, try them because they just give you this airbrushed glowy look, but it's not gritty. It's just so pretty. So I absolutely love this one. And then as for loose powder goes, the Beauty Bakery Better Not Bitter powder has been my favorite. I love how it sets the face. It's not too drying, but it's just, I just love it. It's my favorite powder right now for translucent powder, and it has been since I think June. So that says a lot. I feel like I should do eyeshadow palettes, which there have been a lot that came out this year that I have been in love with. So let's move on to eyeshadow palettes. I think this launched the earliest, but it is the perfect bright summer palette. I can't say enough good things about this. I think it is so beautiful and so fun. It is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I just think it's so gorgeous. This is by far the best palette I think that Morphe has ever had. I love the original Jaclyn Hill too, but this one has just been it was just so fun in the summer, and I absolutely loved it, especially for Halloween looks. It is just, they're so pigmented and so fun and gorgeous. When I first saw it, when she first came out with it, I was a little like underwhelmed. Like I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna use that much. I feel like I already have bright colored palettes, but once I got it, I just fell in love with it. I love it. Amazing. Jaclyn Hill did such an amazing job on this one. Okay, so the next one, this was also such a beautiful summer palette. I love this one. It is the Huda Beauty Mercury and Retrograde palette, which, I mean, it's just so beautiful. That packaging and the inside. I love that it was more of like a pastel hued palette, but I love the glitters. The shimmers in this are just incredible and so delicious. Like they're just nice and wet looking. Like, let me take this shade. I love this shade, Galaxy. I've been afraid of using it too much because I don't want to run out. And I already have some stuff on, so it's not gonna give you as much as it normally would, but yes. The shimmers, the mattes, all of it. I think this is Huda's best palette. It's beautiful. Beautifully done, Huda. Which I'm gonna say that about all of them because these are my favorites, obviously. The next one, I loved this. I feel like it is the perfect warm neutral palette. I love it. It is the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. And let's just open her up because she's so pretty. So you just have the perfect warm neutrals, and the shimmers are so pretty in this one as well. I love the mattes. The mattes, I think, I mean, I love the shimmers too, but I think the mattes are like my favorite part about it just because they're these perfect warm browns and just everything I've ever wanted in a warm palette. And then this one came out later this year, but she did such a good job on it, and they're so pigmented and so pretty. I feel like I'll definitely be using it more in the summer because I feel like that's when I do my most colorful looks. But it's the Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay palette, which, you know, pops out like this. I kind of wish that it was just open normally, but I mean, I see why they did this. Like, it's cute. Oh, and I think this is a magnifying mirror. That's nice. So one's magnified and one's not. I just figured that out right now. I mean, the neon yellow in this, the pink, the shimmers, just this whole thing was so well done and at such an affordable price. I believe it was only in like the $30 range. It definitely made me want to purchase more palettes from Beauty Bay, which I feel like I will in the future, but I have so many palettes right now. So we're just gonna wait on that for a minute before I purchase anything else, but this was incredible. And then another amazing palette that I love so much. I don't use it on myself because I keep it in my kit because it has just perfect shades. It's actually very similar to the Natasha Denona palette. It's the Nars Afterglow palette, which they always have the coolest packaging for their eyeshadow palettes. I love it. I will say the shimmers are more sheer, so they're not gonna give you like that intense color payoff. But the mattes were just so perfect to put into my kit, and you have like that fun pink shade. But other than the pink, it's a really good, just warm, neutral palette. This is by far my favorite Nars palette. I think it was seasonal, but I just wanted to give it a shout out because it was just fantastic and I loved it. So as you guys know, this is my favorite mascara for the longest time, and it still absolutely is. But recently I have really been enjoying the Essence Lash Princess. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish it curled my lashes, because with this wand, with it just being straight, it applies mascara really nicely and so pretty. But the L'Oreal Lash Paradise is like, since it has that wavy hourglass shape, it curls your lashes while you're putting it on, and I love that. This one I always have to use a lash curler, which I'm getting used to because I do like the formula. Like I said, I just wish it curled better, but I just wanted to shout out those two in case you guys were looking for a good mascara. So as for liner, this has been my favorite to fill in my tight line. It's the L'Oreal Carbon Black Pencil Perfect Self-Advancing Eyeliner. And the thing I like about it is that it stays soft. The Bobbi Brown one that I used to use all the time, the Pitch Black, which I like it still, like I do think it's a good liner, but for some reason it just keeps drying out. But this one has not dried out at all, and it's a lot less expensive. So again, if you're looking for a good eyeliner, definitely recommend this one. So as for blush and highlighters, I don't have any new ones, so I'm just going to kind of skip over that area. At least for highlighters, I felt like this was kind of the year that people were just over highlighter. Like, I feel like 2016 and probably 2017 were the peak for highlighters, and I still like them, but I feel like less and less have come out because I feel like people are just kind of over them. But for blushes, I love these Mercier blushes. I found these this year and I just fell in love with them. I think they're so incredible. So my favorite colors are Rosé and Ginger. I would like to get more of these. These are just the ones I have. But Ginger is almost like a peachy color. Like, there's not a ton of color to it, but it's just so pretty on the face. And then Rosé is just a nice, cool, toned, like true pink color. I love it. For the last part of the cheek category, this is a bronzer I kind of fell back in love with. My #1 bronzer that I will always recommend is the Bobbi Brown Golden Light Bronzer. That's just my favorite of all time, but one that I recently fell back in love with is the drugstore Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in just the original bronzer shade. I think this one's amazing. It's a really nice color, it blends really nicely, and it smells so good. Delicious. Let's move on to lashes. I fell in love with a lot of lashes this year because I felt like, especially with Halloween looks, I needed good lashes, and just with YouTube in general, I feel like my videos tend to look better when I have lashes on, or just like photos turn out better. I think that these go without question. The Little Black Dress Lashes by Kiss, they're just flared out nicely and they're so pretty. Like, it's enough lash, but not too much lash, if you know what I mean. So absolutely love those. I will buy them till the day I die. I always keep them in my kit because they look good on everybody, so I always keep those around. And then I found these at Marshall's and fell in love with them. They're the Volt Cala, or C-A-L-A, Cala lashes in Wispy. So you can probably find them at Marshall's or TJ Maxx or online, but these are just big and voluptuous, and I love the ones where they're winged out on the end. Those just tend to look best on me, but these were a great one if you're looking for a nice full winged out lash. And then for ones that are just full and va-va-voom and just go great with my Halloween looks, I love the Kiss Garters lashes. As you can see, they're very full, but they're just so pretty, and I like that they're kind of wispy too. They're just gorgeous. Okay, now on to the last category, which is lips. Let's talk about these. They're the Wet n Wild lipsticks, and they're $3, and they're amazing. They last really well. I'm wearing 2 shades right now. I'm wearing Machalicious and then Cherry Bomb, which created this beautiful wine purpley color. I love it. I love that I can wear lipsticks again, because with my red hair, I felt like I could only wear nude. So this is just, it's been really fun having brown hair, you guys. I love it. My other favorites in this one are Bare It All and Skinny Dipping. Okay, and for my favorite nude of the year, other than those Wet n Wild ones, I love this lipstick. It is the Laura Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick in Vibe. And the reason I like it is because it's a crayon, so it's super easy to put on. And the color is just this perfect balance of pink and nude for, at least for me, for my skin tone. And I always get compliments when I wear it. And then last thing, which this is a gloss, like lip oil thing, which it looks disgusting right now because I had black lash glue spill in my purse and get all over this. But they're the Dior lip oils, and you get the shiniest, prettiest finish with these. They're just so gorgeous. Like, they give you that mirror-like shine, but they feel really good on the lips because it's thick, but it's not sticky, like a thick, sticky formula, because we've all tried those glosses. And it's not too thin to where it just comes off your lips in like 10 minutes. It's the perfect consistency of gloss, and they feel really moisturizing. I need to get more of them because, well, I don't need to, I just want to because they're amazing. But I love this. Okay, and then I realized I forgot about lip liner and my camera die. so I don't really remember where I left off, but my favorite lip liner is the Mercier Chestnut Lip Liner or the Hazelnut Tea Lip Liner. Those are my absolute favorites for nude lips, at least. I mean, any shade in that formula is incredible, but those are just my favorites as far as nude lips go. But yeah, I believe I covered everything. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up as well. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.